The ancient Greek myth of the Minotaur, a half-man, half-bull creature, has captured the imagination of people for centuries. The story of the Minotaur is closely tied to the Labyrinth, a complex maze designed by the legendary craftsman Daedalus. According to legend, the Minotaur resided at the heart of the Labyrinth, and was eventually slain by the hero Theseus. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Minotaur myth is the creature's name. In some versions of the story, the Minotaur is referred to as Asterius or Asterion, which means star in Greek. This has led to speculation that the Minotaur may have had a different name, or that Asterius was a separate character in the myth. A fascinating piece of evidence that supports this theory is a Knossian didrachm, an ancient Greek coin, which depicts the labyrinth on one side and the Minotaur surrounded by a semicircle of small balls, possibly representing stars, on the other. This coin provides a tantalizing clue that the Minotaur may have been known as Asterius, or that the name Asterius had some connection to the creature. According to some versions of the myth, Pasiphae, the wife of King Minos of Crete, gave birth to Asterius, who was later called the Minotaur. This raises the question of whether the Minotaur's name was actually Asterius, and if so, what significance this held in the context of the myth. Could the name Asterius have been a reference to the creature's origins, or to some aspect of its nature? One possibility is that the name Asterius was meant to emphasize the divine or celestial nature of the Minotaur. In Greek mythology, the stars were often associated with the gods and were seen as symbols of divine power. By calling the Minotaur Asterius, the myth may have been highlighting the creature's supernatural origins and its connection to the divine. Another interpretation is that the name Asterius could have been a symbolic representation of the Minotaur's dual nature. The Minotaur was part man and part bull, and was often depicted as a monstrous and fearsome creature. By naming the Minotaur Asterius, the myth may have been emphasizing the creature's dual identity and its connection to both the human and animal worlds. It is also possible that the name Asterius was meant to convey a sense of mystery and otherworldliness. The labyrinth itself was a symbol of confusion and complexity, and the name Asterius may have been intended to add an air of enigma to the myth of the Minotaur. By associating the creature with the stars, the myth may have been suggesting that the Minotaur was a being of great mystery and power. However, it is important to note that the name Asterius is not universally accepted as the true name of the Minotaur. In some versions of the myth, the creature is simply referred to as the Minotaur, without any mention of the name Asterius. This has led to debate among scholars and historians about the true identity of the Minotaur and the significance of the name Asterius.